Hey now. Welcome to another Quality Analyst Group presentation. Today's presentation is about understanding the out of network credentialing process for applied behavioral analysts, which includes providers, groups, and facilities. Obtaining out of network benefits is a primary focus for some ABA providers, groups, and facility. The credentialing process for out of network benefits is not the same as the traditional in network credentialing process. There are two out of network credentialing options recognized by payers. The two procedures include the rostering process and linking through claims submission. What is the difference between in network credentialing and out of network credentialing? I'm sure you're thinking about that. The difference is that out of network does not require signed contracts with payers. The out of network rostering process can take between 15 to 60 days dependent on the payer. Furthermore, a provider group or facility that holds a current in network contract with payers can affect the out of network claims. In some cases, this requires the provider to delink their current in network contract before rostering as an out of network provider. This will avoid out of network claims rejections. Failure to properly credential for out of network benefits will have a significant effect on claims. Important links. The out of network credentialing process will require the usage of multiple web links. Please perform a thorough state specific review as each state may have its own board guidelines and web links. As you can see here, this also applies to the Commonwealth locations such as Puerto Rico. BCBA and RBT registry, you can locate that information from the BACB portal. The NPI registry, you can locate that information from the NPI registry website. If you take a look further down, you would see the options for state specific boards. State specific boards for BCBAs, psychologists, telehealth, etc. It's also very important to identify the state specific guidelines for BLS and CPR requirements. Please be sure to identify your state specific and payer specific web links. Do you have an in network contract? During the onboarding phase, be sure to inquire about providers in network contract status. Call payers to find out the provider's in network status by using provider's NPI number. Be sure to clarify with payers whether providers have individual contracts or group in network contracts. Dependent on your company's guidelines, you may be allowed to advise the new providers on how their in network contract status will affect their caseload and the out of network claims. Identify the existing network contract with any payer. Identify the payer delinking steps. Lastly, delink your current in network contract. This will allow you to see out of network patients and it will avoid any credentialing issues at the claims point. Out of network rostering process. Verify with your payer which one of the following specific out of network rostering process you should adhere to. Remember, each payer has a different process. How to link out of network providers through claim submission. Here's how. There is an alternative option if payers do not require out of network rostering. That option is linking providers through claim submission. Out of network providers can be linked to the group's tax ID number. Once a claim has been submitted and approved by the payer, the provider is then considered to be linked to the group's tax ID through claim submission. Be sure to follow up with your preferred payer's out of network process. Potential roadblocks. What can cause the out of network rostering process or the link through claim submission process to be rejected by payers? Well, NPI updates. Providers that have not notified the NPI system that they have a new last name, taxonomy changes, and more. Expired state or BCBA license, and more. Rostering. Failure to not roster providers before claim submission. Failure to not reattest. Be sure to identify the payer specific out of network process. And always understand that the credentialing process does affect the revenue cycle management. If we work together, this can be resolved. The ABA out of network ecosystem. Credentialing is a vital attribute within the ABA out of network ecosystem. If providers are not credentialed, then claims and services will be greatly affected. Even so, there should be a cohesive effort amongst all departments. Each organization may have its own required process. Review the diagram as it reflects a list of potential departments that essentially work together to ensure the out of network services has been met. Admissions, verification of benefits, utilization review, single case agreement, and revenue cycle management. Thank you. We hope this brief review of the out of network credentialing process has connected the dots for you and your team. We encourage viewers to proceed to follow all state and payer guidelines. Be sure to understand that credentialing processes are continuously improving. Our team will be sure to make updates accordingly. Thank you again and see you soon.